Introduction. When you feel stuck, it's a sign from your heart and soul that you've stopped growing and trying new things, which means it's time to push yourself out of your comfort zone and start dreaming again. Mel Robbins. Are you ready to unlearn everything you currently do on a daily basis and reshape the way you think, act, and react to what happens in your life? If you reached a plateau in your life and can't help but feel bored and tired of just surviving rather than living per se, then there's one thing I want you to remember. Nobody is coming to change your life for you. Right now, you have a choice to make. You either decide to stay right there where you are and keep feeling unhappy, or you decide to create transformation for yourself. Which one are you going to choose? My bet is that if you are reading this, then you have decided that it's time for transformation. And that's what this book is going to be all about. But before going deeper on what you can do to start seeing results in your life, I want you to be honest with yourself and reflect on the following questions. Pause and write down everything that comes to your mind related to them. Why do you think you still haven't been able to transform your life for the better? What is preventing you from reaching your full potential and living your best life? Now, based on your answers for the previous questions, imagine there weren't any kind of impediments for your success in life. What would success look like for you? What transformations do you want to see in your life? What is your life plan for the next 3 years? Have you ever had those moments in life which you had too many things on your plate, and even though you had a lot of decisions to make, tasks to be done, and work piling up, you kept putting off the start of all of them? If procrastination is part of your day-to-day life, know that you aren't alone. Surprisingly, contrary to popular belief, procrastination does not mean you don't care. And it isn't about laziness, but rather about stress, overwhelm, and fear of failure. Good news is that there is tons of research on it and a myriad of tools and science-backed techniques you can use to overcome your habit of putting important things off. Reflect for a minute. What do you tend to do when the task at hand to complete is a bit of a drag? Does your mind keep playing tricks on you, and thoughts about doing it later in the day convince you to jump to a more enjoyable thing? Do you start overthinking about all the challenges and difficulties you will have upon starting the activity? Do you keep finding 1,000 other tasks to do until you run out of time, instead of sitting and focusing on that specific one? Do you delay the task until the last minute, and then start a whole blaming and shaming game? If you answered yes for any of the previous questions, then you will find great value in all of the resources I gathered for you in this book. Something I noticed in the past 16 years as an entrepreneur is that in life, as well as in business, when people face an obstacle or problem, they usually do one of the following 2 things. They either complain about a given situation, or they place blame. In general, people will whine about the issue or point fingers at who caused the problems. I've trained my mind to work differently. It didn't happen overnight, but in my position as the owner, I was forced to look at things from all angles. I would immediately start to think about and brainstorm solutions. Instead of focusing on the problem and all of what comes with it, I developed a solution-oriented mindset. That's how I created a successful career and a happier life. And this is my wish for you as well. A solutions mindset isn't just an inspirational how-to book, but most importantly, it's an invitation for your next-level self to come into play. In a perfect world, we all should be able to be proactive instead of reactive. However, we know that unpredictable and unwanted things happen. So when you end up being reactive, it's important to give yourself some time to pause and reflect. It's also important to often remind yourself that all you have control over is your reaction itself. And that's exactly why I would urge and challenge anyone reading this book to dive deep into your inner self-transformation and shift to a solutions mindset.